Hello, my fellow Patagonians. Your boy Mario Fama, aka Yo Soy Blanco, pero no soy banco. So today I want to talk to you guys. I put up articles before and I was talking about what happened with Arajet with the carry-on. So I wanted to explain the story with Arajet and my feedback. It was my second time on Arajet, so maybe I just don't remember things right from the first time. But I'll explain to you guys what happened. Basically, I booked the medium package, right? When you're booking flights, and I've had like 500 flights probably under my belt, there's the entry level package, which hardly includes anything, maybe just a backpack, the middle package, and then the top of the line package, which I usually don't need. So what I did is I got the middle package. Now, I'm used to the middle package including a carry-on, a backpack, and your check-in bag, because I was checking in a big bag. So that's why I did that. When I got to the airport, I made a mistake, and that was my fault that I did not realize, because it's uncommon. I even checked Wingo and all the flights with all the different companies that I fly with all the time, Copa, United, JetBlue, American. When you have that middle one, you usually have a carry-on with you that they allow you to bring on. Okay, so I'm like talking to the girl at the counter, and I'm like, what do you mean it's not included? I was super confused. And a couple of things. One, they charged $122 for a carry-on. And now, Arajet is a company based out of the Dominican Republic. $122 is a lot of money for somebody in the Dominican Republic. Okay, I made a mistake. It wasn't included. $60, $70, $80. I was like, $122. It was in pesos. And I was like, how much is a regular full-size bag if that's the case? And they're like, $245. So I have a $150 flight into Colombia, because I was going to New York after that. But you charge $250 for a suitcase and $122 for a duffel bag for a carry-on. My issue was, one, that's super excessive. Two, the people, I don't know if you guys know, but the people that work for these airlines, especially like in the Dominican Republic outside of the United States, the only ones that I knew here that work for the actual airline were United. And because they have benefits and they have a career, they care about their job. All these other airlines, when you see these people with little red shirts or whatever they have, these are like contracted companies, and these companies are just like subcontracted, people that get paid hardly any money, they have no airline benefits, they don't care, it's just a job, it's not really a career, and they don't care about customer service. As I was explaining to the girl, and I was like super confused, she just gets on her phone and was like, yeah, whatever. Everybody there was like, yo, whatever, man, you're gonna pay or what? Like, nobody was even trying to help me. I called Arajet on the phone. Now, here's the issue. On the phone, they're like, yeah, you can pay on the app, and you can pay less on the app, even though you're right there at the counter. They're telling me, then they got a manager for one of the people that work for, allegedly the subcontractors for Arajet. They're like, no, you can't do that here. The lady's telling me yes. I spent 45 minutes putting them on the phone for them to argue. My business partner was trying to pay the app, and he said at one point, he was like, I can't do it. I'm trying on the app, and I can't. After 45 minutes of back and forth, it ended up that the lady from Arajet on the phone, the customer service, had no idea that I couldn't pay at the spot with the app, and they couldn't do anything. She was telling me that they could do something to lower the fee or whatever. They're saying there's nothing they can do. So shit show confusion. Nobody knows what's going on. My business partner was trying to do it through the app. At first, it looked like it was going to go through, then it didn't go through, and I ended up having to pay the $122. Later on, we found out when we got to Colombia that they actually charged him on the app. It just didn't pop up, so he had to call, and they did give him the money back. Another thing that I didn't like is once you're in, when you're on the line waiting to get in at the gate, to get on the airplane, they're picking people off the line that have carry-ons, and they're like, come here, fit it in here. Oh, no, this doesn't fit, this doesn't fit, this doesn't fit. I'm lucky that I was able to pay the $122. But there are people in this country that fly, and they don't have $122. You're sitting there at the gate of the airplane. They let you in through the whole thing, and then all of a sudden they're double checking your bag and saying, sorry, it's a little bit too tall, it's a little bit too short. Now you got to pay $122. And these people just legit don't have it. So my issue is, besides their choice not to include it in the middle one, and it's my choice to assume that they're like every other airline, but it is a super budget. I mean, literally, bring money for water on the airplane. You guys know that. They're not even giving water, nothing. The only thing free is the oxygen in the seat that you're sitting on that you paid for. But with that being said, I found it to be $122 for a carry-on and $245 for an extra suitcase at the airport. I just find it excessive, especially because they're not based out of Abu Dhabi or Dubai or Switzerland or not even the United States. They're based out of Dominican Republic, where we know what the minimum wage is here, we know what the median wage is here, and a lot of people can't afford that. They get stuck there, and I saw people, and once I put that public, a lot of people said, man, I'm never flying with Arajet again. They got me for this, they got me for that. I understand if they do it even the way they did it to me before I got into the airport, checked in and everything, but to do it right as the person's at the gate and be like, oh, by the way, $122, so you can't board the plane with your bag. What are you gonna do with your bag at that point? You can't even give it to anybody. Whoever's dropping you off at the airport left. So they put you in a position where you're almost being extorted to pay for it if it's a little bit too tall, a little bit too wide, or whatever the case may be. So that was my experience with Arajet. uneventful. Besides that, just a regular flight. And again, because the people at the airport that work for Arajet don't actually work for Arajet, the customer service is trash. That's my opinion. But unfortunately, they're cheap and they fly to destinations that people want to go to. And now they're going to be flying to the United States. So you guys are going to be seeing it in the commentaries, in the videos and all the social media. I'm sure you guys are going to see a shit ton of bad reviews because they operate like one of those crappy budget, U.S. carriers. That's the way they operate. And people have already said that to me when I put up the initial video. So just beware. Make sure you know when you're booking what's included, what's not included. Can you wear a hat? Can you not wear a hat? I'm joking, but not really. You never know that they might just include all of that. So that's my 2 and 2 cents on Arajet. I'd rather fly Copa any other day. Copa.